Hey everyone. So today is January 7th and it's like 55 degrees. It's supposed to be like 15 and snow on the ground. So anyways, I took this as an opportunity to come out and wash my truck. And any of you that have watched me before, I use my truck as a tool primarily. I go do jobs with it. I pull trailers. I take my dogs to the park and dog wash, you name it. So I use my truck a lot, and I love my truck. Don't get me wrong, but what I've noticed is recently I purchased a Bobcat, and so this skid loader is about 4,700 pounds. My trailer is probably about 2,500. So let's just round it up. That's 5,000 plus 2,500, 7,500. This truck is rated to pull 13.2, I believe, and it does. It pulls nice. Don't get me wrong. As long as I'm on the flat, and I go down into the Ozarks quite often, and those hills, it just struggles. So stock these trucks are less than 200 horse, maybe 350 or so torque, pounds of torque. So they're definitely not power monsters like the new trucks by any means. But I certainly am not getting a new truck. And so, anybody that thinks I should just get a new truck, that's not happening. I'm not paying those prices for equivalent and then have to deal with all those EPA emissions and DEF fluid, all that. Maybe if they get rid of all that stuff, then I'll consider it. But I'm keeping this truck, and I guess the point of this is I'd be kind of debating whether or not to molest it per se, and put a tuner on it or some bigger injectors. So I'm just kind of reaching out. I want to keep it tasteful. I don't like big bumpers, huge lift kits, or anything like that. I like the looks of it, and I'm not going to do anything else to that. But I'd just like to get a little bit more performance out of it and make it a little more capable. Because once I hit those hills, I mean, it is to the floor, and it's struggling to do 60. Now I don't have any overheating problems. I haven't even seen the tranny temperature get above 150, probably 148 or so. So it just needs more power to handle those hills. Can I get by with the way it is? Yeah, I absolutely can. And when I'm not pulling anything, it runs like a champ. It's got everything I need. I've carried a couple thousand pounds of cargo in the back too, no problem. So I don't want to sacrifice MPG much either. So right now I'm getting 20 to 22 on the highway, not pulling anything, just as is. And that topper definitely helps. I know that. Taking it off before, because I've had to haul bigger stuff, my propane tanks and stuff, and it does make a difference. So I'm definitely leaving that on there. So I'm just kind of looking for some ideas, and I've had this is my third Dodge, my first second gen. I've had a third gen and a fifth gen. I got rid of that fifth gen. Well, it was probably a little over a year. It was a nice truck, but I started having issues, and I knew it was the EPA stuff, and having to get DEF all the time, or DEF, and I traded it in, and that's a whole nother story. But in the looks department, I think hands down, second gen Dodge is the best. I just think they're beautiful trucks. As long as you don't go too crazy customizing them. Stock, they're a little boring, but I've added a couple things where I thought it added to the looks department. So I really like the way the truck looks. Really have never seen, across all platforms, I've never seen any truck that I've liked this as much. However, that fifth gen Dodge I had, that thing could have pulled 25,000 easily and at 75 miles an hour at the same time, and probably still got 15 to 16 miles per gallon. So performance-wise, and it had the 6.7 in it, of course. This one, as you know, it's got the 5.9. So I'm contemplating on maybe a Quadzilla tuner, some sort of tuner. Right now, this isn't 100% stock. I will say that there's an engine brake in there, which makes a world of difference when I am towing and coming to a stop. Of course, you still have to adjust and stop sooner. Um, and there was their small tuner that came with it when I got the truck. The truck only had 41,000 miles on it. You know, I think I got it from an old timer that just, his sad story, but his end of life was near, and he needed to get rid of the truck, and he had put an easy tuner on it, so it maybe added 50 horse, if that. I honestly don't even know if it's working. I gotta think it's working because I'm not throwing any codes or anything like that. And like I said, when I'm not towing, it's got a little pep. Not a whole lot, nothing compared to my third or fifth gen. So yeah, I mean, I'm walking around the truck and pop the hood and kind of show you. Pretty much it's all stock except for that small little easy tuner and that Banks brake, exhaust brake. So let's pop the hood and take a look. Okay, as I was saying, I like the looks as is. I love my California mirrors. I like my Nerf bars. I did add the rails up there because I haul ladders and planks and stuff. And then back here, what really made this truck capable from a contractor standpoint is I put in this deck slide. And I've got a video on that as well. But this just, I mean, I use this as a workbench. I can haul my dogs, as you can see, fairly easily. They're both pretty big dogs, so the candles almost take this whole thing up. I can put them up in here and then just slide them in. So this has been a back saver, time saver, you name it. Great addition to the truck. Other than that, I mean, it's 8-foot bed, and I just have my power station in here, and I maximize all 8 feet of it. And then I've got some cargo racks up on top that if I need to, I can haul my Outlander or put my Outlander cases up there. So let's push this. Oh, another thing too is on these old trucks, these tailgates are not light, and nothing compared to the new trucks. Those things are like paper thin, so they hold up, but at the same time they're heavy, and then sometimes they can get away from you, but I put a strut in there to help that. So yeah, the looks department, I don't really need any advice on that. I like it as is. I don't like gaudy bumpers or huge lift kits or anything like that. I'm not trying to roll coal or anything. I'm just looking maybe for another 100 or so horsepower. So let's pop the hood. And I've read, in the forums and all over the internet, and, it's hard to really describe my truck. Well, maybe it's not hard, but I think a video is a little better. So, like I said, I've got the Banks brake there, and that is great for braking. Well, slowing down, I should say. For braking, this is the 99, so if I didn't say that already. I know some guys will convert these front discs from 3rd gen to 2nd gen, but 99, I believe, is the oddball year where you can't do that. Correct me if I'm wrong. So performance-wise, I would like a little more power. Here's that easy tuner, and maybe it is doing a little bit something, but not a whole lot. I would like a little more power, 100 horsepower or so. I'm not trying to go 100 or 1,000 horsepower, some crazy crap like that. Right now, I just don't want to mess with the engine too much. And if you all have any ideas for better braking, I will say that I did go ahead. I got a video on that too. It's actually my second most watched video. I went ahead and put the 1-ton cylinder back there. It's got the drum brakes, and that did help. That helped. I noticed a difference. And And honestly, it's just when I'm towing. And I know I'm never going to get the braking power of new trucks, but I don't know if there's like a different booster I can put on here to upgrade. Um, just kind of putting this out there to see what y'all think and what you've experienced, what's worked for you, what hasn't. I still have the factory air cleaner. I don't have any issues with that. I mean, if you think replacing that would give me some horsepower, then okay, but it needs to be significant. I'm not going to replace that, spend hundreds of dollars on an aftermarket for 5 horsepower. And I have seen where people convert the fan over to electric. I'm not really sure that's worth the labor and the money to do that. But again, this is my first second gen, and I love this truck. I drive it a lot, but just let me know your thoughts, and I'm really looking for the experts out there to kind of point me in the right direction. So when I got this truck, it was a little over a year ago. It had, like I said, 41,000 miles. And now, let's see where I'm at here. Yeah, I don't know if that's showing up too well, but it's 54,422 miles. So I put 13,000 on it in about a year. And most of those are highway miles, taking a couple trips, long trips. Thousands of miles. At least 2,000 mile trips and 4 1,000 mile trips. So as I was saying, I think it's a beautiful truck. I love driving it. It is pretty capable. Just recently driving through the Ozarks, and I'm going to continue doing that, moving equipment down and back. And so I'd really like to see what your all ideas are, and what's the best bang for the buck without sacrificing a bunch of MPG and so on and so forth. So yeah, if you do me a favor and drop a comment, just let me know what you've experienced. I sure would appreciate it. I'm not looking to spend thousands and thousands of dollars, and if I keep it, reasonable, I really shouldn't have to put a heavy-duty tranny in there. But if that has to happen, or maybe just a kit that this automatic transmission, I know they get a bad rap, but I just think if you take care of your stuff, that goes a long way. Now, I don't plan on towing more than I should through mountains when it's 115 degrees. Most of my traveling will be done during the winter time, for various reasons. So, I'm not really too worried about overheating, but I understand that one upgrade might require another upgrade. So I'm definitely open to all suggestions. I'm not going to say money is no object, because it's always an object, but I do have some money saved up for this, and I definitely don't want to go cheap. In fact, recently I just put in a new fuel pump. Not that I really needed to, it was just more a preventative thing, and I went with the Fleece in-tank pump, because I do travel during the winter quite a bit, and I didn't want the systems that hang down. I didn't want to see it. So I'm pretty happy with that purchase, and so far flawless install. I got all the necessary gauges. I watch everything. I change my fluids. I'm hoping this truck will last me forever. Honestly, the only thing I'm worried about is the exterior. It's not by any means mint. There's a couple issues here and there that I'm contemplating on getting a total new paint job as well. But first and foremost is performance. I want to address the performance. So again, I'll just wrap this video up. If you have any questions, let me know. But I think that's kind of the gist of what I'm looking for. Maybe another 175 to 125 horse. If I can accomplish that without dropping, 3,000-4,000 bucks into transmission, awesome. I'm not going to beat on this. Just need the power when I need it, and then I just putz around. I'm in no hurry. I just run my truck as a tool. I'm not racing it or anything like that. So yeah, just kind of in conclusion, I'm just looking for some ideas, guidance regarding adding another 75 to 125 horse to my second gen 1999 Dodge Ram 2500. I just want to say thank you for watching, and I really do look forward to your comments and your guidance. Take care.